How's it going, everybody? It's Danny from Hawk Knock Cards, and Buddy's over here ready to help me look at some cards today. What we have in the video today is another mail day video. This is mail day number 2 of the Frank White collection that I'm trying to put together. And in the video today, I'm going to open up these envelopes, show you what I got from my Frank White collection. I also have my binder set up and all of the rest of my Frank White cards. And I got this guy right here, oversized card. I don't know what I should do about this. I really don't know what I'm doing. Should I go ahead and collect all the oversized cards as well? Let me know in the comments. I don't know. Just help me out. Is there some kind of binder that I can get for those and put them in some kind of binder? Let me know that in the comments as well. So let's get to it here. Let me move these out of the way. Get these over here somewhere. And let's take this little cutting tool and let's open up this here envelope. Got a little bit of a different setting today with my lighting, so hopefully there's not too much glare. And these cards are from ComC. Says, thank you, Daniel Hawkins. And my full invoice and some kind of thing that you scan right there. I guess that would be probably to my order. Not really on the camera right now. Let me pull this out. Ooh, I even got a little noodle in there. Put that little noodle in there. Keep the bottom of the package from getting damaged. I am highly impressed with the way ComC ships their cards. Pretty awesome. Just ignore this. All right, and here we go. Oh, I got a 1 of 1. A 1 of 1. I didn't know they had a Frank White 1 of 1. I'm just kidding. I know what that means. That's just the first one of the one that I ordered. All right, little team bag. We'll save that for later. Okay, we got I believe this is the 1980 something 7 Topps Tiffany. All right, that's pretty cool. And let's see. Oh, back here we got a Will Howard Silver Prism. Saving that for a rainy day to see if Will Howard ever pans out. He played at K-State. I'm a K-State fan. And then he went to Ohio State and won a national championship. And he got drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers. And hopefully he'll be Aaron Rodgers' backup this year. And all right, got another Bowman. Got another Topps. A Frank White Nestle. Man, that looks pretty good. I tried to find the best condition cards that I could for the price. Ooh, what is that? 1984 Topps. Something's stuck here. Nope, I think that's just the packing slip. Got the, what do they call that? You know, the things. Forgot what those are called. I don't know why I'm blanking out on that. Got the Fleer. Got the sticker. Got the Topps. Got the score. Got the leaf from Canada. Got the other leaf. That's a Donruss leaf. I didn't even know they had that Donruss leaf thing. So that's pretty cool. Got the other sticker. Got another sticker. Got another. Oh, Sport Flicks. That's what they are. So one of these guys on here is supposed to be Frank White. I think he's the guy on the top left there. Oh, for some reason I got 2 of these Bowmans. Why did I do that? I don't know. All right, got the Donruss, got the Leaf, got the Topps. Okay, and now I have every single Frank White, or should I say major Frank White card in existence from all the major companies: Topps, Fleer, Donruss, Bowman, even Score. What I don't have is some of the cards that are kind of, I don't know what you call them. I don't know. Cards that aren't really Topps, Donruss, Fleer, or they're kind of weird cards. Oops, I just kicked the old camera stand there. And don't pay any attention to this. I got another card in the mail from eBay. And, oh, they stuck that in there. I like the ones that you can just pull straight out. Ooh, I got the Rick Smits. There it is. 19 89.90 Fleer. That's going to go in my set binder. I'm almost done completing that entire set. And let me move these out of the way. Actually, I'm going to leave these right here. I got a lot of work to do now trying to get all of these Frank White cards in the binder. As soon as I'm finished with that, I'm going to show you the binder real quick. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on that because I know a lot of people probably are not interested at all in Frank White. I'm also going to throw in another little clip of a vacation, little one-day day trip that my family made to Kansas City just yesterday. We went to the Kansas City Zoo. That was a lot of fun. Saw some really cool animals. And then after that, we went to the CardVault by Tom Brady, which was really cool. So I'm going to throw a little clip of that experience into this video somehow, somewhere in the digital things that they do. I don't know how you edit or whatever. So I'll show you that. There's not going to be a whole lot to that. Then I'll show you the top loader binder, and that'll be it. All right, see you in a little bit. As you walk into the Kansas City CardVault by Tom Brady, the first thing that catches your eye is the gigantic vault and vault door in the back of the room leading to some autographed memorabilia, a gigantic mural at the top of the wall, a lot of singles cards on the left, a lot of wax or sealed wax in the showcase. Of course, I had to go inside the room in the vault to check out what they have. A lot of autographed jerseys, cream of the crop when it comes to memorabilia. They got a really cool Patrick Mahomes autographed helmet, priced at around $3,600 if I remember right. Some iconic Tom Brady memorabilia, including this autographed jersey on the right here, and some pictures of me and my family inside the vault. We had a good time. And, you know, it gives you an idea of the room size. I did buy a t-shirt, which was kind of cool, a little Tom Brady autograph on the sleeve, and it came in this pretty cool bag. So I also had to kind of highlight the mural at the top of the wall because it was really cool, full of all iconic Royals and Chiefs players, Bo Jackson, Bobby Witt Jr., George Brett, Patrick Mahomes. Pretty cool. All right, so let me move this stuff out of the way so I can show you what I've already completed in the binder, which isn't a whole lot. I got started and I decided to stop and wait until I got the rest of the cards because I think it's just going to be a lot easier if I can just organize them all in order and then just go through and bang, 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 put them all in the binder, you know, real quick like, and then I'll be done with it. But so this first page here is 74 through 80. Of course, that's all tops. There was no Donruss or Fleer back then. And then you can see I left a few blank spots because I'm either missing a card because I decided to stop, or it just came in this mail day that I got today. But I'm going to do tops first, then Donruss, then Fleer, and throw in any other little extras along the way. So the 1981 page, 1982 page, and then after that it gets a little messed up by year. And I do want to kind of save some space in this binder, so I don't want to leave too many blank spaces. But 83 continues over here, and then 84 starts down here, goes through here, 85, and that's where I left off, 86. So I got a few more cards in the mail day that I need to throw in some of these blank spots, and then I need to go. Frank White played all the way through, I think, 1990 or 1991. So I probably have quite a few more pages. I did decide to go ahead and throw in all of my duplicates as well. I might as well put every single Frank White card that I have in this binder and just have it all complete, be able to take it out and look through the pages and just enjoy my little Frank White collection here. Okay, and yes, it is my birthday today. So the reason why I'm collecting every Frank White card is because he was my favorite Royals player when I was a kid growing up playing baseball. Back in Little League, my coach asked me what number I wanted, and of course I told him I wanted number 20 because that was Frank White's number, and I wore number 20. for the rest of my short-lived Pee Wee Babe Ruth baseball career. But this is his 1974 Topps rookie card. And another thing that's special about this card, other than it's the Frank White rookie card, is I was born in 1974. So yeah, you do the math on that. We'll just leave it we'll just leave it at that. You can do the math on that. I'm old. Phew, man. It's finally complete. After many tedious hours of researching and ordering and top loading and sorting, my Frank White binder, including every single Frank White card ever to be made by the major companies, Topps, Fleer, Donruss, even some Upper Deck and some Score. It's finally complete. Well, almost complete. We're not going to talk about that now. We'll talk about that later, but pretty much complete collection of almost every single Frank White card in existence. So I'm not going to take, too much of your time here. I'm going to try to go through this quickly. Besides that, I'm not really an expert on all the years and makes and models on all these cards. But this first page is kind of neat because it has, every Topps card from Frank White from 1974 to 1980, including this Topps Mini. I don't know if there was a mini card for any of these others. I didn't see one out there, but let me know in the comments what I'm missing from these sets. If I'm missing mini cards, sticker cards. The list that I went off of may not have included every single Frank White card. Some checklist that I found on the internets. But anyway, here we go. The 1974 Frank White rookie. I have a much better copy over here in the Mag Touch. 1975 Topps, 75 Topps Mini, 76, 77, 77. Actually, is that 78? Can't remember. 79 and 1980, one of my favorite sets of all time. And now here's when Donruss and Fleer start coming into play. And we even got some Kellogg's over here. So I tried to, this is every 1981 card that I have. And I did decide to go ahead and include the duplicates of all my cards. And then we have 1982, 82 Donruss, Fleer. This is a pretty cool card here with Bucky Dent from Fleer. I like these cards from Fleer. Pretty cool set. 1983, another iconic set. 83 Donruss, 83 Fleer. This is the 84. Okay, so on this page, I had to start making a decision. Okay, do I keep each page dedicated to 1 year? No, I decided not to. So this is the 1984 Topps Tiffany, 1984 Topps, 1984 O-Pee-Chee, and the 1984 Nestle. So things started to get a little wonky here in 1984 with all the different sets that came out. I got the Donruss and the Fleer, 85 Topps, Donruss, 85 Topps Leaf, Fleer, 1986, 86 Donruss, and I believe this was a glossy. No, take that back. It's not. That was Fleer, I think, that had glossy cards, but they didn't have one in this year. The Leaf, the Fleer. I couldn't think of it at the time when I was having my mail day video, but that's a Sport Flicks card. It's got George Brett, Frank White. I don't know who these other guys are. Okay, 1986 Topps. 87 Topps, excuse me. And I think one of these is the Topps Tiffany. And then just a bunch of duplicates of that. This is a cool card, Royals Leaders with George Brett. 87 Donruss, 87 Leaf. I forgot what this is called. Little subset that they had. And this is the 1987 Donruss All-Stars card. No, it's not. I'm just kidding. Remember that big card that I showed you a little while ago? I think I made a mistake and didn't realize I was ordering the oversized card of the 1987 Donruss All-Stars. So that's why this is in here. I need to get on the electronic bay and order a copy of the 1987 Donruss All-Stars card of Frank White. Got the award winners from Fleer. I think this is the Fleer Glossy, Topps Tiffany. So now we're into 1988, Donruss, that same subset as this card, continued in this year. Frank White got a card there. The Fleer, the Sport Flicks, the Nestle card, Topps Superstar sticker, Score. Okay, now we got some Score cards. 1989, Topps Tiffany, regular Topps, Topps sticker, Panini sticker. That wasn't on the checklist that I found, but I did find that card somewhere in my collection, sticker card, that somebody had cut out of a page that they stuck it into, but it's pretty cool. 89, Donruss, Fleer, Upper Deck, Bowman, Tiffany, regular Bowman, Score, Score, Score. And now we're into the 90s. 1990, Frank White, Topps Tiffany, regular Frank White, Donruss, Fleer, Bowman, Tiffany, regular Bowman. 1990 Upper Deck, 90 Score, 90 Leaf, and then the 91 Topps and the 91 Upper Deck, Frank White's last two cards. So there you have it, guys. My top loader binder of every single Frank White card, except for the one that I ordered the wrong card of, is now in my top loader binder. Quite a few pages left. I'm not sure what I'm going to add. I might add George Brett to the back of this. But thank you for joining me along this journey. It's been a lot of fun. I started back in January with the goal of collecting every single Frank White card, much of which was funded by, I sent off a bunch of cards to ComC to sell. So the profits that I made from those sales, most of them went into buying the Frank White cards that I didn't already have. Plus I had to order a few on eBay that I couldn't find good copies of on ComC. So yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot. Peace out, homies.